Hello viewers, this is Dow Too Fast here. In this video I will be reviewing this REXING V1P Pro car dash camera. Now this is a dual camera system, so it has a front camera and a rear camera, and it records both simultaneously. Now this unit is packed with a lot of great features. It has built-in Wi-Fi and also a built-in GPS antenna to log driving data like your speed and coordinates. Let's unbox this and I'll show you what comes with this unit. Here's a car dash camera. This is a 12-volt power adapter. Installation clips. Rear camera. Rear camera cable. Plastic pry tool. Windshield mounts. USB cable. User manual. Here's a look at everything you get with this dash cam. Let's have a closer look at this REXING V1P Pro Dashcam. At the top here, you have this large 2.4-inch color LCD display. Below the display, you have the OK button, record button, mic button to turn on and off the microphone, mode button, and the power button. On this side, you have the microSD memory card slot. This unit supports up to 256 GB memory size. Next to it is a reset switch. Next to it is a mini USB connector for connecting the power cable. On this side, you have the connector for connecting the rear camera cable. Over here is a port that's marked GPS, but you will not be using this port because on the V1P Pro Dashcam, the GPS antenna is built in. Looking on this side, this is a front-facing camera. It records in Full HD 1920 by 1080p. It has a 170-degree wide-angle lens and an aperture of f1.8, so the aperture is very large for nighttime recording. Now this dashcam uses a supercapacitor instead of a rechargeable battery, so you don't have to worry about any batteries failing in cold and hot climates. And also this dashcam is rated to operate up to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. You can also adjust the angle of the camera lens. You can swivel this left and right, up and down. Over here is where you install onto the windshield mounts. Using the 3M double-sided tape, install this base onto the windshield, and then you slide the dashcam onto this base. So here I'll install the memory card. Let me show you how to connect everything up. This power cable you see here is 12 feet long, so that'll give you enough length to run it from the headliner down to your center console. With this connector, plug it into the side of the dashcam that's marked power. Plug this power adapter into your 12-volt accessory port. To connect the rear camera, take this cable that's 20 feet long, connect this end to the camera, connect the other end to the dashcam. Now with the rear camera, on the back, there's also a double-sided tape. You can stick this directly onto the back window, and you can adjust the angle of the camera. This switch here will allow you to flip the image, so depending if you mount this camera right side up or upside down. Let's power on the unit. Once this dashcam powers on, the video recording for both front and rear camera will begin automatically. That's indicated by the flashing red dot right here, and also the backlit illuminated button for the record will flash also. Now looking on this display, this is a picture-in-picture display. The main screen will show you the front camera, and the smaller screen at the top is for the rear camera. Now if you want to go into the setup menu, you need to first stop the recording. Press the record button once, the recording will stop. Press the menu button to go into the menu. So right now we're looking at the camera menu. First item is resolution. Use the left and right arrow button right here to navigate. Resolution. By default, the front and rear camera records in Full HD 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. Next, loop recording. By default is 1 minute. I'm going to change this to 3 minutes. Now this dashcam will record video non-stop while you're driving, but it records it in a series of 1 minute or 3 minute video clips. Once the memory card is full, then it'll start overwriting the oldest file. So right now I've set this to 3 minutes. Press OK. Wide dynamic range. By default is on. Exposure. by default is 0. You can increase or decrease the exposure. Record audio, that's to turn on and off the microphone. Day stamp, by default is on. Gravity sensing, this is a G sensor. By default is low. You can change it to high and medium. Now with the G sensor, if the dashcam detects an impact to the vehicle in an accident, it will automatically lock that video clip so it will not be overridden. Plate number. Now we're back to resolution. Press the menu button to exit. Now you can go into the system setup. Press the menu button twice. There's the system setup. First item, Wi-Fi. By default is off. You can turn it on if you want to use a mobile app to connect to this dashcam. Date and time. Here you can set the date and time. Now with the GPS antenna, it will automatically set the date and time for you. Auto power off. By default is off. If you stop the recording on this dashcam, after X number of minutes, the unit will power off automatically. Device sound is on or off. Language. Frequency, default 60 Hz. Screensaver, default is off. You can set it for 1 minute or 3 minutes. With the screensaver, while it's recording, you can have the screen turn off automatically. Daylight saving, you can turn this on or off. GPS speed unit, default is off. You can set it for kilometers per hour or miles per hour. Set time zone. Here you can set the time zone for the location you're in. Format to format the microSD memory card. Default setting to restore back to factory default. Version is a version of software. To exit the setup menu, press the menu button. Now press the record button to begin recording. Now while it's recording, if you want to mute the microphone, press the mic button right here. And then the microphone is muted. Press it again to unmute. If you see something happening on the road and you want to lock that video clip, press this OK button right here. There's a lock icon at the top here that tells you this 3-minute video clip is locked. Now this dashcam has 3 different modes. Right now we're in the video record mode. If you stop the recording and then press and hold the menu button, which is also the mode button, now we're in the photo taking mode. Press OK button to take a picture. Press and hold the menu mode button again. Now we're in the playback mode. Here you can play back the video clip. Press and hold again. Now we're back to the video record mode. And when you turn off the ignition to the vehicle, the dashcam will power off automatically. So let's take this to the vehicle, get it installed, and we'll take a look at the daytime and nighttime recording for both the front and rear camera. To install the dashcam, first install this windshield mount with a double-sided tape. Remove the backing on the double-sided tape and stick this onto the windshield. Place the dashcam onto the mounts. Connect the power cable. Connect the rear camera cable. Now run both of these cables up to the headliner and over to the A-pillar. Now with the power wire, run it down to your center console and plug the power adapter into your 12-volt accessory port. With the rear camera cable, you'll need to run this all the way to the back of the vehicle where you'll be installing the rear camera. Pull back the weather stripping. Run this rear camera cable up along the edge right here. Now you need to be careful and keep the cable away from the side curtain airbag. Run the power cable along the side down here and take it over to the center console where you'll plug in your cigarette lighter plug. Now reinstall the weather stripping. Run the rear camera cable all the way to the back. If you have any extra wires, tuck it in behind the panel right here. Using a double-sided tape on the back of the rear camera, install this camera onto the back window. And then adjust the angle of the camera. Connect the rear camera cable. Turn on the ignition. To play back the GPS data in your video, you first need to download the GPS player from REXING. Go to downloads.rexingusa.com. Here you need to select the product. This one is a V1P Pro. Next, download the GPS logger software. Install this downloaded file, rexinggpsplayer.exe. Here you're looking at the REXING GPS video player. Go to File menu at the top, select Open, and go to the drive and folder where you have the recorded video files. At the bottom right hand corner, it'll list all the video files found in the folder. Here you can double click on one of these files and play it. Below the video, it shows you the speed that you're traveling at, the latitude, longitude, date, and the time. On the right side, you have a map showing you the direction of travel. So besides the video evidence you get with a dash cam, this GPS information will show you the speed you're traveling at and the location you're at. Overall, I do like the design of this REXING V1P Pro dual camera dash cam. With its large 2.4-inch color LCD display, you get to see the exact image that the camera is seeing. You can also use it to play back recorded videos. I also like the fact it has backlit illuminated buttons, so you can easily operate this unit even during nighttime. Installation is also very simple. Both the front and rear camera uses double-sided tape to install the window mount. This is a lot better than using suction cup mounts, because usually with suction cup mounts, after a hot summer, it tends to fall off. As for the video recording, this dashcam will record both front and rear camera simultaneously. Looking at the front video, I did notice the picture is not as clear as I'd like to see for a full HD recording. The rear camera recording is very clear, and you can clearly see everything happening around you. Both front and rear camera has good contrast and exposure, along with a wide dynamic range. The picture gives you a nice balance during daytime and nighttime. Now this dashcam also has a built-in GPS antenna. This can be a great feature if you're looking for a dashcam that's able to record additional information such as your speed and the longitude and latitude of your travel. Now at the time of doing this review, you can get this on Amazon for $200. So if you're looking for a dual camera dashcam, this might be something you can take a look at. I'll include the link in the description below. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Remember to click on thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Remember to click on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos. Thank you for watching.